Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It would appear we have no organ sound. What's going on? Hold on, I have to do some cables and see what the hell is going on. Something rather bizarre. Is that not there? You can't hear that, can you? Neither can I. Right, let's find out what that is. Oh, spontaneous nonsense. Let's find out what this is. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The big organic lump would appear to have done something wrong. Let's find out what. I wonder what I did. I suspect I forgot to plug a cable in, which means I have to go faffing about in behind all this equipment here. Hold on. Out. And then back in. And then... Huh? No, that's all plugged in where it should be. Hold on a moment. Ah, this is plugged in wrong. I'm so stupid. Right, okay. See, this is what happens when you take a few days off. You forget what the hell you're doing. Let's start that again, shall we? Right, pretend none of that happened. That was all very spontaneous. It was all very spontaneous. Right, pretend that didn't happen. Let me press this button again. Ah, now you should be able to hear some noise. Oh my goodness, yes, there's definite noise there. That's good. Right, here we go again. Let's start all over again. I will shut up and start playing. No, I won't shut up. I'll get my registrations back. I haven't done any registrations in this organ yet. It's all new. It's very new. It's so new, in fact. It's so new I haven't really played around with it yet. Well, I have a little bit, but it's lovely. Get ready for this. Hello. Right, we're back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the little fluff at the beginning. I had a cable in the wrong hole. Gosh, that's not very good. That's not something which happened. Good evening and welcome to Friday night as organ music night. Oh, look, candles that aren't on. Mrs. Gartshore? She's not there. We have fire somewhere in the house, but I have no idea where. I don't have any up here. We'll see if we can get some fire during this evening's concert so we can have these on. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday night is organ music night, and a brand new organ. So new, in fact, that that's the first time I've actually played it properly. I had a poke around to make sure everything worked earlier, and that's it. Isn't it lovely? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Willis organ with extras, the Willis organ of St. Matthew's Church in Cheltenham. Now, if you don't know where Cheltenham is, I suggest you go and look it up on a map. Cheltenham is famous for a few things. One of them would be the Ladies' College, Cheltenham Ladies' College, yes. When I was at university, I knew two girls who were at Cheltenham Ladies' College, and they couldn't have been more different. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on. Let's move on. Actually, no, let's not move on. I'm not going to say any names. Shall I say names? No, I shan't say names. A gentleman remains silent. I think that's the expression, isn't it? Anyway, right. This wonderful organ, yes, Cheltenham, is the brainchild, is the invention of, is the work of, the production of a young chap named Ivan Barritt. And Ivan has put this magnificent little sample set together. This is his first sample set. This is his first sample set. Now, I don't know, but apparently Ivan is going to be here this evening. Is Ivan here in the chat? Has anyone seen Barritt audio in the chat this evening? I do hope so. I'm holding my laptop in the hand just to see. Are you here? Are you here, Mr. B? Are you here? I do hope you are. Anyway, Ivan reached out to me about 4 or 5 days ago, around Christmas time. Merry Christmas, by the way. Around Christmas time, I said, hello, would you like to try out my new sample set, my organ? I, of course, said, yes, I would love to. And I'm very glad I did say yes, because it's a rather delicious little instrument. Now, let's see. Yes, Barritt audio is here. Wonderful. There he is. Right. That's Ivan, by the way. Ivan Barritt. And Ivan, am I allowed to tell people how old you are? Would that be allowed? Would that be allowed? Anyway, let's just say Ivan's a young chap from Gloucestershire, which is round about the old Cheltenham part of the world. He's from Gloucestershire, and he is branching out into the world of sample set creation. This is his first production. And it's the wonderful little church. You can tell it's little because of the acoustic. This is the organ, the Willis organ, a Father Willis. What does that mean? Well, it means, you know, the old Mr. Willis. Father Willis. It's like in Germany you have Kleis organs and you have Vater Kleis, yes, or the old Kleis. And you know, those are really, really good old instruments from around the sort of romantic time in history, as it were. Wonderful instruments, very good quality, very, very good quality indeed. And they still sound beautiful today. And this organ is full of a lot of lovely things. It's quite a large 3-manual organ, actually. Ivan, how many stops do we have on the organ? You can tell us. You can give us all the blurb about the organ itself. If you check out barrittaudio.co.uk, then you will find out more about it. Can I pop that in the chat? I suppose I could pop that in the chat because I can't. Because actually, no. Someone here, one of you blue wrenchy folks, you can check it out. barrittaudio.co.uk. I think that's correct, isn't it? Is the web address, and Ivan's got a deal on at the moment. This organ, it will cost you the princely sum of 99 pounds and 95 pence, or something along those lines, until the end of the year, so until Sunday. That's that. And after that, it's only going to cost 32 euros. No, that's not true at all. That's a lie. I wonder if he's going to put it up in price. Now, Ivan he produced this organ. He wants to get into the world of sample sets. And, don't we all, ladies and gentlemen. And what he wants to do is he wants to take the money from sales of this sample set and branch out into new equipment levels to get more samples done, more experience, and get some, better quality sample sets. I think he said to me, now, there's nothing wrong with the quality of this one at all. Ivan is, he produced this organ. He wants to get into the world of sample sets and branch out into new equipment levels to get more samples done, more experience, and get some, better quality sample sets. I think he said to me, now, there's nothing wrong with the quality of this one at all. It's a very simple sample set. That's not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing. He's recorded the organ as it is in the church. So, yeah, you can tell. Let's have a look. Here's full swell, for example. Let's have full swell. We don't need that. Here's full swell, and you can hear the tuning. It's got that lovely fruity smell. Yeah, smell. Tuning. What am I saying for smell? You see, when I play an English organ, I immediately associate it with smell. English organs smell different. And just that sound has a smell to me. Does that make sense? Jerry knows what I'm talking about. That sound has a certain smell. It's been a very exhausting week. Anyway, but what Ivan's done, he's just captured the sound of the stops as they are. With that lovely sort of fruity, ever so slightly out of tune sound, which I think is rather wonderful. The great 8 and 4 reeds. You've got that lovely fruity sound. One of the loveliest stops on the whole organ, in fact I think it probably is the loveliest stop on the whole organ, is the corno di bassetto, which was a Willis speciality, ladies and gentlemen, the basset horn, or if you want, just a clarinet. And it's lovely down on the choir. It's got that lovely sort of raw sound. I love it. I think it's rather beautiful, don't you? But it's got a very sort of natural sound, which I like. Well, Ivan hasn't done. He hasn't taken the samples and he hasn't denoised the hell out of them and turned them into sort of digital sounding samples. He's recorded the organ as it is and he's transferred the sound as it is into a rather lovely little sample set. And hats off, you've done an amazing job. It really is wonderful. You can hear in the background, if you're listening on headphones, you can hear quite a lot of background noise, but I'm guessing that's just the background noise of the organ in the church. Now I think if I go to this view, I think I can actually, yes, I can. I can turn that off, however. Now, however, and this is not meant in any bad way whatsoever, but now, yeah, now I'm getting the odd digital artifact coming through, shall we say. So I'm going to leave that on. When it's on, there's a picture of a bunch of keys hanging down, which I think is rather cute. By the way, another wonderful thing, the artwork of the organ console, you can almost feel the grain in the wood. It's been beautifully captured. Congratulations on that. It's very beautiful. The keys move when you're playing, which is rather good. And as you press the stops, they light up, which is all very good. These are the little details that make you sort of think, ooh, quality product. And yeah, you know, the warmth of the light there, it gives you a sort of it kind of gives you a feeling you're at the organ. And like I say, the sound has a certain smell. I know that sounds weird. If you've never sat at an English organ console, you don't know what I mean. They smell differently. When I was in Gackenbach recently, recording for the third Sunday in Advent, we had, I was playing the big Nelson organ there, enormous 4-manual thing, and the console, the surround of the console and the case of the thing, it's the original Nelson organ from Nelson in Durham, and it has that smell to it, and every time you sit at it, it just smells. There's something about it. I can't tell you what it is. There's something about it. Anyway, there you are. There you are. Wonderful stuff. Right, let's have a look at the good things on this organ. I'm going to be singing Ivan's praises quite a lot tonight because it's beautifully done. What What I like about it is the no frills approach. It's just you get the organ and there's no playing around with it. It's a stereo sample set, which means Ivan had 2 microphones pointing at the microphone and he did the sampling that way. He didn't have hundreds of microphones pointing in different directions so that you can then later down the road play with different perspectives. I want more of this, I want more of that, I want more of this. Admittedly, organ nerds, we do love doing that, but what I like about this is you don't have the chance to do that, so you have to play with the organ as it is. In other words, if you were sitting at the console in St Matthew's and Cheltenham, you would have to play it the way it is. That's just it. You can't play around with the way it sounds. You can only play with it as it is. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got. We have the most gorgeous soft swell strings. Aren't they beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? And to make that even better, you can couple them to the swell to great, but you can couple them at an octave higher and an octave lower. So now we have lots of strings. Isn't that lovely? The organ only goes up to G, by the way, so all these notes up here don't do anything, but that's fine. I've found a bum note. Is that on the real organ as well? I hope it is. Yes, I bet it is. It's just a little bit of dirt in the pipe or in the valve underneath. It's not letting the air out properly. Isn't that cute? Well, I like that on the top G of the strings. I like that. Anyway, strings are beautiful. What we need is a rumbly 32 to go along with that, but we don't have one. We just have a very soft bourdon. But with clever use of harmony, we can make a 32. This doesn't quite work, but that's fine, that's fine. Isn't that lovely though? Those are things. Now, flutes, lots of lovely flutes. We have a lieblich gedeckt up here on the old swell. It's very quiet, isn't it? But I think that's probably what the organ is like. Down on the grate, we have a stopped diapason, which is a stop flute. And a claribel, which is a big open flute, which is a lovely Willis feature. There's also a claribel flute down on the choir. Big, small, even smaller. It's not even on. There you are. Rather lovely. So we have stopped and open flutes on the choir and the grate. Here's a stopped flute down there. And here again is a stop flute here. Here's the stop flute here. You can hear the difference quite clearly, can't you? I like it. And you can hear a bit of the action. I'm guessing it's a mechanical tracker action organ. Wonderful. The open flutes together. Lovely. Small open diapason, nice and fruity. Big open diapason, huge. And according to the blurb on the organ, that was a later addition. There's a double open diapason, 16 foot. No, there isn't, because I'm coupling the swell there. There we are. Which is very subtle. I think that works well with the small open diapason. Yeah, it certainly does. We can add a principal to that, and a 15th. And a huge mixture, sesquialtera in fact. A sesquialtera is a very interesting mixture, 17, 19 and a 22. Gosh, that means, what does that mean? 17 and 19. That means there's a third and a fifth in there. Rather nice. I particularly like the open diapason on the swell. And all the 8 foots on the swell. Now we can bash on most of the 8 foots here. There's a lovely gamba on the choir, which I haven't shown you yet. Let's have that all coupled together. Let's have a bit of boom boom down on the pedals as well. That's a lot of 8-foot sound. If I add the large open diapason, that's just big now. And if you have a lot more stops, you get a much better 32-foot effect on there. Isn't that cute? I like it. We have a flute harmonique 4, which sounds very French, doesn't it? Which sounds like it's harmonic the whole way. Quite cute. And then the reeds. The reeds are the best bit. A posaune 8 with a clarion 4. Okay. By the way, English-speaking organists, it's not posaune, it's not a French word, it's a German word, it's posaune. Everyone gets that wrong for some bizarre reason, I don't know why. I particularly do like these reeds though. If we couple them together and add some goodies down on the old ped. Right, interesting fact about an English organ. A good English organ, all you need to do to get the full swell sound is have the swell reeds and add the mixture. I'm buying that. That sounds good. Let's add the great mixture. And there's a big parpy ophicloid down there. What the hell is an ophicloid? It's just a large tuba-shaped thing. Isn't that lovely? Gosh. Ivan, brilliant. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. What's next, Ivan? Tell us what's next. What's your next instrument? What's your next instrument? Oh, sorry. I'm pressing the wrong buttons and getting the wrong place. Anyway, I think it's a rather lovely little instrument. And if you're interested, Barritt Audio, have we had any links to that? Please tell me we have had a link to that. barrittaudio.co.uk, isn't that right, Ivan? Lee says, it's quite lovely. And Lee, you are quite right. It is quite lovely. Quite lovely. Let's play a piece of music. Let's play a piece of music from Iceland. My friend Kip sent me a Christmassy piece. I played it many weeks ago, actually, but he wasn't around. So we're going to play it again today. And let's see what we can do with it. Now, I'm hand registering. I haven't saved any registrations whatsoever. I'm not going to today. I will at some point. But let's just... let's have a nice sound. I think this will be a very nice sound. I'm going to leave that off for now. I'm going to have that and that and that. And then we're going to add to that as we go. Okay, this is a piece of music from Iceland for Christmas. I'm not going to pretend to be able to pronounce it because I wouldn't have a clue. So let's just say it's Christmas from Iceland, okay? If Kip is here, Kip, are you here? If you're here, you can tell us all about it, please. Tell us all about it. All right, enough chat. Here's music. a good sound, isn't it? That's a really good sound. I love the difference in the dynamics from the quietest, tiny... When I started playing the organ this evening, I thought, oh, that's far too quiet. I'm going to need to turn up the levels there. But that's almost going into the red. Let's whack that up a little bit. Let's whack that up a little bit. See what we can do here. That's a little bit more into the red. Let's go with another one. That's better. That's better. I have a little tweak in my ATEM that counteracts the YouTube compression, because I've worked out how much YouTube compresses things, and I've counteracted that. But I have to have a nice hot signal in there to do that. So there we are. So there you are. So for reference, I am at, in my Hauptwerk settings, I am at 100% volume and -8 dBs of trim, and that gives me that sweet spot of about, what was that, about -5 dB on the output, which is pretty hot actually, very hot indeed. A lovely little instrument and a lovely piece of music for that. I quite like that. Now, the big question is, of course, it can play Icelandic Christmas music. This we know, but can it, ladies and gentlemen? Can it play jazzy melodies? Well, let's find out. Let's have a piece of music. Let's just at random find a piece of music that I think looks fun. I've no idea what this is. It's called the Moose March. I should be wearing my Canadian elk socks, shouldn't I, for this? But the Moose March by somebody Flat, F-L-A-T-H, from 1909. I've no idea what this piece of music is, but it sounds like it could be good fun. Let's pump up some naughty stuff. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's have some rump chump chump for the old... I think we need an oboe in there to... Oh, come on, beef that up. Yep, we need an oboe for that. And we need some beefies in here. But we're going to couple some of that to it. Yeah, I quite like that. We need to bump up the pedals though. Okay, here we go. This is something called the Moose March, and we're trying out the jazzy sounds of St. Matthew's in Cheltenham. I wonder what it would do. It does jazzy stuff too. The Moose March. I like that. I like the Moose March, that's rather good fun. I've been playing jazz on the organ all day today because, ladies and gentlemen, I have been in Bonn, the city of Bonn, my old home here in Germany. When I first moved to Germany 23 years ago, I spent the first, let me think now, well, roughly the first sort of 10, 11 years of my life in Germany in Bonn. And I was one of the organists in a place called St. Joseph in Bonn Boyle, B-E-U-E-L, not boil as in lump on neck, not that kind of boil. B-E-U-E-L, it's the part of Bonn on the east side of the Rhine, as it were. Anyway, and the big church over there is St. Joseph, and it houses one of the best concert organs in the world, basically. A huge French romantic thing. It's rather wonderful, and it hosts organ concerts throughout the year. And together with my wonderful eccentric friend Kalevi Kiviniemi, the guy from Finland, we both play the New Year's concerts. I play them one year and Kalevi plays them the other year. Sadly, I never get to see Kalevi because, you know, he plays when I'm not playing and I'm playing when he's not playing. So that's a bit of a shame. But we do the New Year's concerts, and he does the sort of the fun sort of operatic, shall we say, Jonathan Scott style stuff. Actually, no, he does the Kalevi Kiviniemi stuff, which is wonderful. He invented that kind of organ play. And I do the jazzy stuff. So this year on New Year's Eve, that's Sunday, I am heading off to Bonn again to play the concert, which means we won't be having a Sunday Night is Organ Music Night live stream because I'm not there, I'm in Bonn. And that concert starts at 10:30 p.m. It lasts for roughly an hour, just over an hour. So by 23:30, by 11:30 p.m., we will all be sort of leaving the church and scurrying off to the places we have to be for the bells at midnight. Because I don't know what part of the world you're in, but certainly here in Germany, people go absolutely crazy at midnight to New Year's Eve and just basically turn everything into an enormous fireworks display. People out on the streets with as much ballistic material as they can find, and they basically just try to outdo each other with fireworks. So Vanessa and the little one, they're all coming to Bonn, and we are going to get out of there as quickly as possible after the concert. We want to be back on the Autobahn by midnight on our way home. So that's the plan. I only live about sort of 40 minutes away from Bonn, so it's not too bad. Anyway, I was there all day today. That's not true. I was there for about an hour and a half today, setting up the organ for the concert. You may have seen a little short that I posted. So if you should be in the Bonn area on New Year's Eve, that's Bonn, Germany, by the way. Somebody already asked. Bonn, Germany. Then the concert starts at 22:30. Entrance is, I think, €10. I'm not sure. Apparently some of that goes to the organist, but we shall see. And it's a wonderful, fun concert of jazzy numbers. There's a theme running through the program, and as far as I know, the concert will be recorded by St. Joseph, and they will be posting parts of it on their YouTube page. However, because that's Sunday night, we will then be having a Monday night is organ music night on the 1st of January. Obviously, I want to celebrate New Year with the Gartshore gang, so I will. And we'll be having a little live stream on a Monday night as well. And it will be live again, so don't worry about that. We're back to things. Now, there's going to be lots of exciting things happening in the new year, but I'm not going to bore you with that tonight. There will be a separate video about all of that. And oh, it's a very, very exciting thing. The only one thing I will tell you about it is we also, much like Ivan, we are considering, and I'm going to say that, I'm going to say that carefully, we are considering going into the world of sample set creation ourselves. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. This much we know. We definitely know this much. A lot more to it than meets the eye, but As you know, I have been saving up over the past few months, thanks to you actually, and the wish list items. We've been saving up and getting some new recording equipment. And a number of people got in touch with me and said, well, you've got all these wonderful new recording things now. Why don't you branch into the world of sample set creation? And I hummed and hawed and I thought about it. I talked to certain people and, you know, we thought about it and so on and so on and so on. So we're going to give it a go. I'm going to say no more than that. So that could be rather exciting. Now, I'm 50 years old now. I'm about to be 51 in January. And since the early 90s, I have been working in and with and for studios all around Europe and actually in America once or twice. And over that time, I have managed to gain a little bit of knowledge about the world of recording. In those days, it was all very much analog. We were just branching out into digital, but I was around for the beginning of the digital domain in studios and things like that. So I would like to think I know a thing or two about audio quality. And I think, now that we pretty much have the right equipment, I think with some care and attention, I think we could produce some pretty exciting sounding sample sets. However, there's a huge however there. It's not, as Ivan will also tell us, it is not an easy thing to do. Definitely not an easy thing. So it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of learning, but a lot of fun at the same time. I'm very much looking forward to it. And ladies and gentlemen, you will be kept, I will keep you all in the loop. There's going to be no secrets. A lot of sample set producers, they go on about the big secrets. It's all secret. No, it's not. You record an organ, you denoise the samples, you collate it into a big sort of table that Hauptwerk can then read, and that's it. It's not that easy. It isn't that easy, but the nutshell of it is that you make recordings, then you take the recordings, you clean the recordings, then you add all the stuff back in you just cleaned out to make it sound natural, if that makes sense. But you have a little slider so you can turn that on and off, and so on and so on and so on. And there is an amazing piece of software that will basically do all of that for you if you tell it what you want it to do. That piece of software is currently on the Buy Me a Coffee wish list. It's not cheap. It really isn't cheap. And at the moment, it's half price. It's half price until the end of the year, apparently. So that's until Sunday. So should you wish to help us out with sample set creation, that is an absolutely must-have piece of software. I don't have it, basically because it's too bloody expensive. But that is something that we're definitely going to have to invest in if we want to get this done. But don't worry, it's not a secret. I will be telling you all about it. I will be taking you through the process and probably making enemies while I do it. But that's me. I like stirring the pot. I like stirring the pot. I like stirring the pot with music as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're not having any Christmas music tonight, by the way. We just had a Christmas Icelandic thing. That's enough Christmas. We're going to have some fun tonight. And I'm going to have some fun with this organ because I love it. I think it's rather wonderful. Here's a naughty piece of music from 1922 called My Daddy Rocks Me. And yeah, it's not all about a little baby girl who's being rocked by her daddy. No. Something very different. This organ is very good at playing jazzy numbers. I like it. Good. Ivan, well done. You have my approval. If it can play jazz, it can play anything. Right, let's have a look at the chat. How we're doing. We're an hour in, so it's time to look at the chat and see who's here. And see what you're up to. Ladies and gentlemen, I've forgotten. Oh my goodness me, I'm so disgraceful. I've forgotten to do that. Oh, and that. Which means I also therefore forgot to do this. I'm so forgetful, ladies and gentlemen. Is it still Christmas period? Yes, it is. So in that case, we can still use this. Gosh, I'm so forgetful. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Uza Maya will have been going crazy. There we are. She said it. There you go. Uza, you can read my mind. Thank you for being able to read my mind, Uza. That's wonderful of you. Thank you. Pin. Oh, gosh. Why are we doing this? To hopefully make a buck or two. No, that's not true. That's not the reason. We're very grateful if we can, but that's not the reason we're doing it, apparently. Oh, what's this? Our friend Cassie has... Let's do that first of all. Our friend Cassie has sent a ticket, and he says, thank you for the wonderful year of music. Blah, 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 blah. And then at the end, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Cassie, thank you very much for your generosity this year. That was very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's have a head over to the other one and see what's going on. Oh, good heavens, look at this. We have got, what's happening here? Oh my goodness, I was going to say, that looks like an awful lot, but no. Right, who's been, we've got a couple of tickets. Right, let's see. Stefan, hello Stefan. Thank you for your ticket, Stefan. Who's this? Werner. Thank you, Werner, for your ticket. That's very kind. Who's this? Jerry. Hello, Jerry. Thank you for your ticket. Alexander. Hello, Alexander. Thank you for your ticket too. And who's this? František, my wonderful friend František. I know. Can I play something for you? I don't know. Did you send it to me? Yes, I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, there's some music in the email. Let's see what we have here. La di 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 di. La di 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 di. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. Oh my goodness! Oh, Yellowbird sent me something. That looks that looks very interesting. I'll have to have a look at that. There's no harmonies. I'm gonna have to work out harmonies on that. Okay, that's fine. Right. If I would squeeze this gem, can I squeeze a gem? Squeeze in this gem. I'm guessing you want to say. Anyway, right. Let's have a look. What is this? I don't know, but let's add it to that. Let's see what happens. Off you go and do your synchronization thing, please, and we shall see. Gosh, all right. František, thank you. Let's see if we can squeeze that in. And Yellowbird, I will have a look at yours. I will have a look at yours, and we shall see. We shall see. Ah, exciting stuff, exciting stuff. Right, hold on. That is going back there. Anyway, right, where were we? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of tickets have come in. Oh, there's another ticket. Who's this? Who's this? William. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Am I allowed to call you Bill? You're from Stirling, so I'm going to say Bill. Everyone from Stirling should be called Bill, I think. Anyway, never mind. Right. Gosh, I haven't been in here for a few days. This is disgraceful. Anyway, we're not here to look at emails. I was here to have a look at the chat and see who's here this evening. Let's say hello to the gang. I've gone back as far as I can, and we arrive at Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Matt Leach is here as well. Good evening, Matt. And thank you very much for your email as well. Very kind. Thank you. Mike King is here saying, yeah. I wonder what that's all about. Jez M is here. New Year's Day concert too. Yes, definitely. Julian Cleek is here. Hi, Julian. Tim is here. Hi, Tim. The robotic crafter is here. When's your website going to be up and running again? When am I going to have some time is the question to that. Anyone want to help me make a website? I have no idea. Finding time, gosh. Casey Latz is here. Hi. Cam Platz is here. Good evening, Cam. How are you? And we'll say hi to Christian as well. Wonderful. Robert Varner is here. Hello. Cassie is here, we know that. Barritt Audio is definitely here, we know that. Ivan, we love your organ so far. What does everyone else think of Ivan's new instrument, by the way? Have you said anything in the chat? I think you should say hi to Ivan and tell him he's doing a wonderful job. He definitely is. Michael Verbovets. Hello, Michael Verbovets. How was your Christmas, Fraser? It was quite peaceful, thank you, Michael. I only had to play for 2 services. There's another organist who occasionally plays in Herschbach, and she took care of the other services, so I only had to play 2. And then I was off all week. I have one service tomorrow on Saturday, and that's it. Then I'm off again until the Saturday after that. Apart from my concert in Bonn, of course. So it was a relatively peaceful Christmas and a nice Christmas with our baby daughter. That was lovely. That was rather lovely indeed. Don Prince is here. Hi. Hello. František is here. Jürgen Stelzer. Good evening, Jürgen Stelzer. Thank you for coming. We love it that you're here. Wonderful. The other Julian is here. Julian Castio is also here. Hello, Julian Gerard. Wonderful. Max Huber is here. Hi, Max. Philip Augustine is here. Hi, Philip. Alexander Wunderlich. We got you. Casey, we said Casey. Larry Brenzinger is here. Hi, Larry. Aaron is here. Aaron Shaz. Good evening, Aaron. How are you doing? How's life over in apparently wet California? A little bit. It's been a bit wet apparently. So how was your Christmas? I know Aaron was busy over Christmas. He was playing a lot of things. Right. Stefan Messer is here. Hi, Stefan. Thank you again for your ticket. John Castle is here. Thank you. Thank you too. Oh, what's happened here? I've pressed the wrong button. I'm here apparently. Oh no, that was me just putting the ticket thing up there. That's good. Andrew Prince is here. Coffee Bot, says Andrew Prince. Oh, I didn't get that yet. That hasn't come in. Has it come in? Let me have a look. No, it hasn't. Okay, well, hopefully that's on its way. Thank you in advance. Adrian Morris is here. Thank you too to Adrian Morris. Oh, you've all disappeared. There you are. There's Adrian. Kevin is here. Sorry, Kevin is here. Samantha is here. Michael Thielen, Michael Thielen. Hi, Michael. That's lovely. Michael, are you coming to Bonn on Sunday? Haha, Michael lives very close to Bonn. Wish you a nice concert in Bonn. Are you coming is the question. There we are. There we are. Right, well, that's good. So we've got quite a few in the old chit-chat there tonight. Let's see how many we've officially got in the chat tonight. There are 142 of you currently in the chat this evening, and not all of you have said hello. So get in there, write hello, give us your old thumbs up, say you're here, tell us you're here. We've had 650 views so far this evening too. Isn't that exciting? One day, ladies and gentlemen, we will hit the magic. Actually, we did. We recently hit 200 in the chat again, which we haven't had for a long time. Let's see if we can get 200 people in the chat by the end of tonight's concert. By the end of tonight's concert. On the same page as My Daddy Rocks Me, there is a rather wonderful piece of music from Rodgers and Hammerstein. Cue the copyright claims. And let's see what this sounds like on this organ. I think we need a little sort of 2-foot fluty thing for this. Get your partners, please, for a waltz. can get quite carried away with this little organ, can't you? I like it a lot. I'm going to have to set up some some things for this. Right, let's have some simple but cute music now. Let's have some yeah, I think we'll have that. Oh, we can't have that because I want that. Sod it. Ivan, suggestion if I may. I know it's not on the original organ, but it could be a little extra on the sample set version of it. Why not add the octave couplers to the swell itself and not just down to the grate? That's a little sort of idea, because then, yes, anyway, never mind. And also a swell to choir would be very, very handy as well. See what you think. Those are things that don't exist on the real organ, but Ivan could quite easily add them to the sample set, little extras. Just an idea, just an idea. Right, let's have something down there and see what we do. I'm going to poke through this until I find a very soft and lovely, cute piece of music, and I'm going to dedicate it to, let's see, oh, that's a touch modern for that. Let's have, that's very modern as well. That's not what we want. Let's have, no, that's cheeky, you can't have that. Let's have, actually let's have that. Let's have that. I played this recently on the piano right behind me there. And it went down rather well actually. I'm going to play a piece of music and we're going to dedicate it to our good friend Joe Humans. Joe is currently out of action, shall we say, at the moment. Poor old Joe is currently out of action, so I'm going to play this for Joe, and of course for Marie, Joe and Marie together. I'm going to play this one. It's Jerome Kern and Roger Hammerstein's 1927 number, Old Man River, which we played recently on the old piano. Let's see what it sounds like on this delicious organ. For Joe and Marie. You can make some nice soft sounds on that. I like it. I do like it. Nice one, Ivan. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed indeed. Ooh, a tick on the way past. Who this? Who this? Jan, thank you for last Friday. You're right, Jan, it's the last Friday night in 2023. You're right. This is the final Friday night as Organ Music of the Year. Organ Music Night of the Year. Gosh, we are running out of... Robin! We're running out of Robin. No, we're running out of time. Robin, thank you very much for your ticket as well. Very kind indeed. Gosh, lovely. Thank you very much, folks. Dave De La Haye is here. I haven't seen Dave De La Haye in the chat for a while. Hello, Dave De La Haye. Lovely to see you again. Wonderful. Jolly good. Gerhard Flink. Lovely to see you too. Hello. Anyone else new here since I last went round everyone? Easiest way is master colours. I would add extras, however, it would go against... Yeah. You see, the good thing about being a sample set producer is you are free to do what you want. Free to do what you want. And also, keep it easy for folks out there. Haha. That's the fun and games of it. For example, here's another thing. Now, I personally wouldn't do this either, but a lot of people do. For example, your organ ends on G, yeah? But here, the last sort of 4 or 5 notes up to top C don't exist on the real organ. Some sample set producers add them. And the main reason for that is that users of Hauptwerk are always going to have 61-note keyboards. They're probably also going to have 32-note pedal boards. I only have a 30-note pedal board. It only goes up to F. Most Americans and a lot of the UK ones will have 32-note ones, which go up to a top G as well. So they add those extra notes in. They use sort of modulation to add those notes in there. Suggestions for the future? I don't know. I myself probably wouldn't do it. I would stick to the organ as it is. But here's a rather interesting thing. My organ in Herschbach, the keyboards only go up to F. Keyboards on the console only go up to F. But here's the really weird thing. The pipes inside the organ go up to G. Actually, that's not true. They go up to A. There are 2 more notes inside, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 more notes inside the organ than there are on the actual console. And the reason for that is that at some point in the 1980s, cheapskate organ builders came along and put in the only console they had kicking about. And it only went up to F. And they said, sod it, no one's ever going to use those pipes. And because I was in one day tuning the organ, I was tuning the oboe and the organ, and I was saying, Vanessa was holding the keys and I was hitting the pipes and things like that. And I was getting to the end and I said, next. And she said, what do you mean next? There isn't a next. I said, yes, there's 4 more notes. And she said, no, I'm done. That's the top F. I said, that can't be true. Went downstairs, out of the organ, had a look, and said, yeah, that's not true, but the notes go up to A. And the whole organ goes up to A, the organ, the pipes, go up to A, but the console only goes up to F. Work that one out. Work that one out. Cheapskate organ builders. Anyway. Half the fun, I suppose. Anyway, there we are. Right, very exciting stuff. Hauptwerk has master couplers. Yes, I'm sure it does, but I'm not interested in that. I want a button here on the same screen that I have. When I'm playing spontaneously, I want to go ha-ha and have swell to choir. You know what I mean? Master couplers. Who bothers with that? Nobody. Nobody. Organ nerds bother with that. Organists don't. I'm going to agree with Ivan about keeping it simple, but I'm going to agree with other sample set producers about adding little extras. They don't change the sound, really. They just add a little bits of pieces to it. Anyway, I think it's rather wonderful. So, Ivan, congratulations on your maiden voyage in the world of sample set creation. You have come up with a wonderful instrument. It definitely gets my recommendation. It's a lovely sounding English organ. It's a lovely sounding Willis organ, which Hauptwerk has not too many of, I'll give them that. But this is a nice example of a, shall we say, a good parish church organ. Quite a large parish church organ, 39 speaking stops. Quite a large sound. And yeah, it's got everything you need. Yeah, it does. It's got everything you need. There's a nice Vox Humana, actually, which I didn't show you yet on this well. Is that the actual tremulant as it was sounding, or is that a made tremulant? Let us know in the chat. But I like it. I think it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Great sounding little instrument. Definitely something that you should consider adding to your arsenal organs, just quite simply because nothing like this really exists at the moment. It's a 39 stop English organ based around Willis that's been faithfully and well sampled. Yeah, there you are. My recommendation. Click, tick, yes, definitely. Congratulations, Ivan. What's next? Let us know what's next, Ivan. I look forward to finding out. Now, I'm going to change to another organ because we haven't been there for a couple of weeks. I need to. I need my fix, ladies and gentlemen. I need my fix. I need my fix. Now, this is going to be fun because our friend František sent me a piece of music from the Czech Republic. It's Narodil se Christus Pan, whatever that means. Please tell us what that means, František. Please tell us what that means, and then we can. Oh, why did it do that? It's stuck. For 4 scores, sometimes freezes. Right, there we are. I wonder what this will sound like on a theatre organ. Well, let's find out. Have we got my theatre organ working? Yes, it's theatre organ time, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to have some Czech Christmas music on it. That's weird a bit. This has never been done before. I love that. Now that's, of course, it's a well-known melody, isn't it? I love the fact you did. I love that. I love that. In the German hymn book, it's just in F major, but I love the sort of the Lydian. I love that. Oh, that's lovely, lovely. That was written by, or arranged by, František Dolihal and changed around by yours truly, and that came from 2020. He wrote that 3 years ago. So there you are. Wonderful. Good. I like it. Thank you. Haha. I love it indeed. I haven't played this organ for a long time and I really missed it. It's good fun, isn't it? Let's change those and get back to these registrations. What's coming up in the new year, folks? A lot is coming up in the new year. Lots of things are happening. One of the main things that's going to happen in the new year is a complete revamping of our membership platforms. We currently use Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee, and of course YouTube here too. And we're going to revamp that completely. There will still be a couple of different levels, but we're going to revamp it, first of all, to make it easier for me to be able to create extra content. At the moment, this year has been almost impossible. The arrival of our baby daughter has meant zero free time. It's been very, very difficult indeed. And a few other things going on in the background have been a bit difficult this year. But we're not going to go into that because that's, that's private. That's private. But all of those things will change in 2024, and we want to revamp it. So Vanessa and I have been thinking how we can sort of work together more to create better and more content for you. So first of all, more content, but at the same time, better content. And a lot of it is in the planning at the moment, but we've got quite a lot of good ideas ready, so that's exciting. Our podcast idea. Someone came up with a podcast idea before. We are going to go ahead with that, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I have a plan, a cunning plan. I have a cunning plan what we're going to do with that. That's going to be very good fun. So yes, January is going to be a busy month already, and there's going to be a huge surprise in January. That's it. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm not going to say when in January. There's going to be a huge surprise, and it will be jaw-dropping. Let's just put it like that. So I'm not going to say any more than that. Get ready for it, as it will be hilarious. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I hope you will understand what it's all about when it happens. It's really rather fun. So there we have that. That's going to be good fun. That's the one. That's the one we want. Right. Perfect. Yes, and now one of the main things we're going to be doing in 2024 again that we haven't been doing for the last little while, obviously, because of various things happening around the world, we're going to be getting back out and about again and visiting more organs. And now, of course, that we have more sophisticated recording equipment, we can really go and, we can go to town recording organs now. So not just sample sets, just actually recording organs for concerts and demonstrations and things like that. Very, very exciting indeed. And that is going to be happening from the beginning of the year. I'm very much excited for that. That's going to be really good fun. And also someone recently asked me about what's happening with, I also have a second channel here on YouTube where I look at cars, Gartshore's Garage. This is my job, and my hobby is everything automobile. I love cars of any shape, form, size, color, and whatever else, flavor. And so that's my other thing. So I have a second channel, the Gartshore's Garage, and I'm working on content for that as well. My goodness, I'm going to be a busy boy, aren't I? I am indeed. But don't worry, this channel is the main channel, and that will always be the case. Everything else is secondary to that. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is a piece of music from 1923 called Oh Sister, Ain't That Hot? So we've had My Daddy Rocks Me, and now we're having Hot Sisters. This is naughty. Oh, sister, ain't that hot. Now, I'm not just picking these pieces random like it may appear. I'm picking these pieces because they are all they're all Jimmy Noon. Jimmy Noon was an amazing clarinetist back in the 20s and 30s. One of the famous ones, one of the really famous clarinetists, and he took sort of some jazz stuff and really did something with it. Go and check out Jimmy Noon and his recordings, way ahead of his time. And My Daddy Rocks Me and this one here, Oh Sister Ain't That Hot, are two pieces of music associated with Jimmy Noon. He didn't write any music, he never wrote any music, but these are just pieces of music associated with him, which I think is rather lovely. Good fun. Good fun indeed. Right, how are we doing over here? Any? Ooh, any? Nope, nope, none. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just go over here and see if we've got anything coming in here. Nope. Let me see now. There was a... Oh, shit, what did I just do? I just put something in the wrong folder. Okay, I got a piece of music in there from our friend Yellowbird, but I'm not going to play it today. I'm going to analyze it and add harmonies to it. It's written very simply. I'm going to play around with it. Add some... It looks like it's basically a sort of fun piece of music in B flat, but it needs a bit of harmony, and I'm guessing the harmony is quite simple, but I want to make sure I get it right. So anyway, so we will look at that for the next time. So Yellowbird, it's coming very soon. It's coming very soon. There it is. Now, this is not Jimmy Noon. However, Jimmy Noon was associated with a certain Mr. Armstrong. And I think you know who we're talking about. Here is a rather bizarre piece of music called the Oriental Strut. The strut meaning dance, to strut your stuff, a fancy dance. And the Oriental Strut, this was written by a guy called Sid St. Cyr, that's C-Y-R, St. Cyr. This is a very bizarre piece of music. This is it took the style of the Duke Ellington jungle drum style. This is what Duke Ellington called it himself. It had nothing to do with jungle music, but they called it jungle music all the way back then. And this is the Oriental Strut. I used to play this with a jazz band in Inverness. Haha. That's the most important part, that ending. I don't know where it came from. Wonderful ending. Who knows where that came from? Louis Armstrong himself, probably. Great fun. Great fun indeed. Great fun indeed. Right, what are we missing out on the old chit-chat there? I'm not sure. Are we missing out much of the chat? I can't keep an eye on the chat at the moment because I have to have my laptop there because of all this Christmas decoration. That, however, is disappearing very, very soon. I beg your pardon? Wann denn? Ah. Hast du Feuer für mich zufällig? Ja. Ich habe die Kerzen gar nicht an heute Abend. Ja, du könntest mir Feuer jetzt hochnehmen für die letzten 10 Minuten. Okay, willst du nicht? Oh, Vanessa says no, we're not having any fire. No fire? No fire. Probably a good idea. Probably a very, very good idea. Right, back to the basics of jazz, ladies and gentlemen. And I beg your pardon? Huh? Oh, okay. She's not talking to me. She's talking to the dog, or the little one. Who knows? No, she's being sarcastic. Okay. Panama, not called the Panama Rag, don't get it wrong, it's just called Panama. One of my favourite pieces of all time. Takes me back to my days of playing with Rod Mason and his Hot Five, where Clive, our sousaphone player, our bass player, Clive and I would go in between every chorus. And sometimes I would add a harmony to that. And then at the end, we would go completely crazy. How did we do the ending again? Bum 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 bum. No, we didn't do that. How did we do? What did we do at the end? Damn it! We did that one, and then at the end it was. Those were the harmonies. What did we do in the bass? Damn it, what did we do? I can't remember. I was playing the piano in those days, so I can't remember. What was I doing at the end? We did that for the last chorus. What did we do after that at the end? It wasn't that, it was something else. What did we do? That would make sense, but it wasn't that either. What the hell did we do? I'll have to go back and look at some old recordings. I can't remember what we did. Anyway, wonderful stuff from the old days. The old days of proper, good old-fashioned classic jazz. A lot of people call it Dixieland. I call it classic jazz, which I think is much more like it. Is Aaron Showes still in the house? If Aaron Showes is still in the house, let's play this for Aaron Showes. It's basically where his home is at. I don't like saying where something is at, but it's basically where his home is at. Certainly where his work is at. home in Pasadena. Written by Mr. Warren, Mr. Clark and Mr. Leslie back in 1923. Hoo-hoo. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Friday night is Organ Music Night. That was 2023. My goodness me, what a year it was. It started with my 50th birthday. Back in January, a long time ago. The sudden arrival of our baby daughter at the end of March, not very planned, but very sudden. And then the associated stress that was involved with that. And has continued to be a rather bizarre, wonderful year with its ups and downs, mainly ups, mainly ups. We had some wonderful times this year. Cam Platts and Razbaz came to visit. Razbaz, Cassie, Xing Chong, Dominic Eckhard came to visit. We had some wonderful times. I got to meet some members of the Gartshore gang for the first time. I got to see some members of the Gartshore gang again this year. So who knows what the new year is going to bring? Oh gosh, exciting things. I wonder. Let's find out. The main question is, of course, are you going to be with us for the new year? Finding out what's going to happen. I do hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your kind support throughout the last year. You have been very generous, you have been very kind. Even if it's just been a thumbs up on the way past, hitting the subscribe button, passing the word around so that other people can come and enjoy the fun and games. That's what it's all about. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the year 2023. Without you, none of this would have been possible. And without you, none of it will be possible in the future either. So stick around and see what's happening in 2023. I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Whatever you're doing over the New Year period, have a wonderful time. Don't blow yourselves up playing with fireworks. Be very careful. Don't drink too much. And don't operate any heavy machinery while you're doing it. Simple as that. Have a wonderful time, though. As they say in Germany, have a good rush, a good slide into the new year. It's not really how you would translate that, but never mind. Have a good changeover into the new year, wherever you are in the world. I think cameratim.com, you will probably be the first. That's not true, actually. We have a guy in New Zealand who wrote to me recently. Let's see if I can find his email with his name. Yes, let's see if I can find who he was. It's here somewhere, but oh my goodness, I won't be able to find it. I won't be able to find it. Will I be able to find it? Nah, I won't. Anyway, greetings to New Zealand. You know who you are. So you will be celebrating New Year first. And then who will be celebrating New Year last? Well, it's going to be Aaron and Matt, isn't it, over in California. Do we have any Hawaiian viewers? If we had Hawaiian viewers, they'd be even later. Have a wonderful trip into the new year, ladies and gentlemen. See you on the other side.